I hope you're ready to be blown away, because you will be. Welcome to our Sunday webisode, and we're really happy, and we invite you to come play with us. See what I mean? Isn't that gorgeous? This is a scrapbook page. Scrapbookers, I know you're happy to see some new ideas. And this is done with the 49th and Market products. So let me show you what they are. And I want to introduce you to our guest designer this week, Belinda Villanueva. And I'm just really happy that she's joined us. So let me show you the products. Here is Bold and Beautiful. Now, it is a unique collection of papers, and they are on the product page at paperwishes.com, but I thought it'd be nice just to show you a few things about it. Number one, this cover sheet, well, there is a paper on the back of it, so nothing goes to waste. Isn't that nice? Also, down here, that is a border that you can cut off to keep these 12 by 12. All of the papers have this collage look. That's all flat, and they are all printed on cardstock. So just really, really gorgeous. I love these papers. I think they are just smashing. And the back sides are lovely too. Postcards and stamps are really a theme in this particular collection, as well as these beautiful flowers. I love that ghosted look at the back. And there's the back side, and again, a border that you can trim off and use on your pages or your cards. Now, papers like this, you can probably see, oh, I can cut that apart and use that in several cards. But you can also do that in all of the ones that are in this collection. Isn't that just lovely? So you can see, as I said, postcards become a kind of a reoccurring theme here. There we go, lots of stamps. Isn't that just beautiful? Just so pretty. Love that. Even though these are large, they're going to work for card making too. This is a page that we're going to be using. And just to show you what the back side looks like, not bad, is it? And then this one, we're going to use the back side of it. So let me take you back to the page. Oh wait, I've got to show you these. These are also included in this package. So those 8 papers, all double-sided, and then there are 62 laser pieces. So you'll see I'll be showing you how these are used. So if you'll just remember, there's lots of stamps, nice collection. These leaves, sprays of leaves, flowers, joy, breathe are 2 of the words in blue. There's also more flowers with some additional petals and a postcard. And then also that first sheet, you know, that was telling you about it, well, on the back side of it, there are postcards. So that's nice. Now let me bring back Belinda's first project and let's talk about this. So what she has done is she's taken that first sheet as I showed you. Okay, I'm going to go grab it again. Oh dear, what did I do with it? Okay, here we go. So this is the sheet. And what she saw was a way to really maximize this, but add just a few touches. So she took this, placed it on her self-healing cutting mat. This is the size we carry. I think it's 9 by 12. Placed it there, and then used the retractable pen knife. Okay, and you know about that, the one that you push in this part, and it's going to extend out that very fine blade. And Belinda just went right along the edge of the art, just right along there, to create a piece that's going to go on top of her matted photo. Then she tore the paper and kind of lifted the edges. So you can see, you can be pretty tough with this because you can just curl them like so. You don't have to do anything magic to it. And then she inserted her matted photo, and that's matted on papers in the collection, and then placed it on that green sheet. So we've got a really nice, large, kind of a large mat, but a beautiful mat. Now, all of these flowers, of course, are part of the art. And don't worry if you go in and you trim off part of it, because you do want that edge to be ragged. That's part of the collage look. Now, what did she do then? Well, she took these, and these I think are called Happy Moments. These are white chipboard. And I was pretty excited at the trade show in January to find these and to find them, to mix them with our papers and our flowers and our things, because it just gives you another element that stays pretty flat. It's very lightweight, but it gives so much dimension. These are laser cut, they're just going to pop right out. And you can see what Belinda's done in just laying that over the top of the photo. Now, she used the Specialist acrylic glue, and that's so great for attaching so many things. These chipboard pieces are one of them. Now, the other thing that she did is she took the word moments, which is right here, and just tapped it with an ink pad and then glued it right over. So everything kind of nestles around that photo, both the printed flowers down here and then these paper flowers. Okay, what about those paper flowers? Well, 49th and Market, and I'm going to bring them all in here, has these wonderful collections of paper flowers. And what I like about these is you're going to get several sizes in one package. You're also getting the leaves. And you know, you can squish these just like that, and they're going to work really nicely. No, you don't have smashers like that, but it works really well. So they're going to go into a sheet protector or into an envelope. You want to have something that's going to withstand that and still look pretty when the person opens it. Now, did I say you get 29 flowers? Well, you do get 29 flowers. So there's blue, there's cotton, there is sandcastle. Yep, sandcastle. Well, you can see all of them here. Now, we did get one in a larger size. So we got the bluebell in a larger size just to kind of test it. So if you like it, we'll get more. So this is wonderful, and you can see that in the sandcastle, there's a little bit of color variation, just enough to be interesting, and that's what she's done right here. The leaves just do a really nice spread behind them. Remember those post stamps that we had that laser cut? Well, we've got one here, and one down here. Really, really nice. And let's see, she also added some of the sparklets. Now, this happens to be Winter's Evergreen, which is an interesting choice, and using the Specialist glue. So just put a bunch of dots and then go back and place the elements. In this particular one, well, in fact, all of them, you're getting sequins, you're getting half pearls, so you can see what a beautiful job they do in just highlighting what's going on. You can catch that flash a little bit as I wiggle it. So a couple of the flowers right here, and you're done. I mean, it is so effortless and so lovely. Do you want to see more? Okay, Lene stepped in and she did another page. So really wanted to see this collage look, but without a ton of effort. Now, Lene took one of those postcards, slipped it over here, and put her matted photo on top. She did tear the edges of the mat. And she added one of the sprays, that laser cut spray that's right there. Let me see. I just want to make sure that you can see it. There we go. There's the spray, and it's right there. So just to add some dimension, you can see more of the stamps were added. These are foam taped, and over here, so always wanting to balance them. Now this time she went into the blues. So she went into the bluebell and the cotton flowers, as you can see. Because you get 29, you know, you can be generous with them and let that work out nicely. Now she also added something surprising to me. These are the farmhouse buttons. Now there is blue in there, and you can see she added some buttons again with the Specialist glue. She added some of the sequins, just enough to add dimension and interest, but not to take away from that absolutely charming photo. So really nice. There's another of the laser pieces just tucking right in there. We kind of think of that as an unused area of the photo, kind of like right here above Mom's head. So we can add some things and kind of bring the page right nestled around and hugging that photograph. Okay, so how about moving on to cards? Well, I've got several cards for you. Now, Belinda really likes a simple look. She really appreciates that, and she loves the fact that they can go a long way. There's the blue Breathe that was the laser cut. There's the laser pieces, and you can see she covered her card and did just a strip. She did a lot of inking around the edges, and the directions will show you that. Some of the flowers right there, and then the butterfly, we'll get a little bit closer, and you can see that she did two inks, a blue on the outside and a pink. Well, first a pink on the inside and then a blue on the outside. I really also like how she did the inside. It's just a charming little piece. So a strip right along the fold that's been inked, another one of those laser cut pieces, and one of the tickets. Plenty of room to write a message or a greeting. And isn't that nice? Now, similarly, she did another card, this time just using the paper flat, using that spray, and then adding some of the paper flowers that are laser cut. The happy is part of the chipboard. It's right here. And the butterfly is also part of the chipboard. You can see that she's inked them, and she said that they take ink beautifully. She simply tapped an ink pad over it. It worked nicely. Now, Lene decided to take a stab at doing a card, and I wanted to show you. Here's her card. You see the flowers at the top? Well, they came off of this paper, so we'll back up a little bit so you can see. Okay, there you go. So can you see how the flowers extend? Well, she simply cut out her card right there. Okay, let me show you something. I've been saying that you can get 4 cards out of every 12 by 12. Let's back up a little bit, Houston, and let me show you. So you see this one is here. Okay, what if I did another card right there? Wouldn't that be pretty? How gorgeous. Then I could take this and do another card right here. I'd be pretty with the butterfly. And then I've got another piece right here. So card makers, out of these 8 cards, you are going to be able to make 32 cards. Out of these 8 papers, 32 cards. That's not bad. Okay, so she turned her paper over and glued it right along the fold, and then added a couple of different things. Now, there's one of those laser sprays, so that's going down. She also added a postcard right here, and a doily. These are the 4-inch doilies that we have, and they're really paper, well, of course they're paper thin, but they almost look a little translucent. Do you see what I mean? So I thought that was interesting, adding that in there. And she has also used, somewhere on my table that I have, the 500 greeting dazzles. So you can see that she just lifted thanks off of there, added some of the little hearts that are on the sheet, and some of those cotton flowers. Not many, more of the laser cut stamps right there. Isn't that gorgeous? So pretty. I thought it was really clever that in all of this floral, she added the postcard, which gives a green area that she can really show the design that's coming on top of that. So pretty. Okay, I've got one more for you, and it's kind of we're going to make it as we go. So this was the part of one of those sheets that I just showed you. Here is another strip that Belinda put together for me. And like I said, Belinda really likes the simpler look. Lene and I sort of like the collage look. So let me grab a couple things. I'll be right back. Okay, I admit it, something fell on the floor and I had to grab it. So we've got our card already prepped, and I've got these pieces that were not used in the projects, and so I thought I would just do a little bit of collage with you. So this piece of that fencing is right here on this sheet. And I'm just going to put it right down here. I'm just going to let it be a base. Now, I like to kind of arrange things first and then go back and attach them. Yes, I would use the Specialist acrylic glue to put that down. Then I would take my Joy, and I'm going to let that go right on top, okay? And I'm going to take my stamps. So I've got 3 in 3 colors, and I'm going to place them right side up. Right under this corner, just to let it overlap. I like to have that kind of touching some of the other elements on my card. Now I'm going to take one of the laser cut flowers, and I would attach it there. And what's nice is that, I don't know if you noticed, but there were some pieces. So that's been foam taped, and I'm going to position that right on top so that there's even more depth. Now, I have another spray. This is part of the chipboard, and I'm going to do what Belinda said, And I've got my Cat's IQ, and I'm going to go into this one. I think that's going to be a good match. And just tap it. As I said, she was thrilled with the way it took color. And, you know, I agree with the lady. That's working very, very nicely. Now, you know, with laser cut pieces, one side, whoops, will be mostly white, and the other side will be darker, where it's kind of been burned a little bit. Now, if you want to, you can go in and do a little darker on the tips, or, you know, just anything that you want. Then I would let that dry and tip it. Ooh, things moved a little bit. Maybe right under there. Just going to that butterfly. It's the trouble with not gluing them down, Paulette. They're going to shift. Okay, so you get the idea that you can collage, you can make them really ornate, you can make them simple, and you can't go wrong. That's what's really, really nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed this webisode. We'll show you the money saver. Look down below, you'll see all the products that were used. And the money saver is at paperwishes.com. And thank you, Belinda, and thank you, Lene. You did a great job. Oh, and thank you, 49th and Market.